What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another rant from your boy DK. Today, I just want to rant quickly about how social media has just ruined our society, bro. Like, it ruined our perception of each other. It ruined how we talk to each other. Things like that. Like, we're always like comparing each other to people we see online, and we always want to be and look like everybody online, and it's just not healthy, honestly. Like, it's really just not healthy to strive to be somebody else. Like, you should just try to be the best version of yourself. um and yeah, like, we're all just idol we're all just making these online people, these famous online celebrities, like idols, and it's just, I don't think it's healthy. Um, and also, just the way we communicate with each other now is just, it's just not the same. Like, dude, like, we don't really like talk to each other in person anymore. Like, I mean, we do obviously when we see each other. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, I've had to clear my throat a couple times here. Excuse me, sorry about that. But yeah, like, the way we even communicate with each other now is just different. Like, we use all these internet slang words, and we're just not like we're just not, and we're not like educated about things anymore. Like, we get all our news from social media now. Like, we don't even like watch the actual news anymore. And I'm not, and guys, like, I'm not perfect, okay? I've done some of these things. I don't watch the news, every day. I should probably watch the news a little bit more. um but that doesn't mean that it's not a problem, because I want to be honest, and you know I take accountability for my wrongs too. And yeah, I'm definitely not a perfect person, but yeah, our society, bro, it's just like going downhill, bro. And I think social media really is the one that jump started that. um like, we used to watch TV and we used to watch movies, and now all we do is just watch social media and go on social media, and be obsessed with what everybody else is doing. Like, you go on Snapchat, and then you just want to see what everybody's doing. Everybody's doing on your Snapchat, and it just kind of sucks. Like, I've thought about deleting Snapchat a couple of times now, bro, because it provides no value, Like, it provides no value. You're just going on there to talk to a bunch of random people that you will never meet in real life. Um, and just like seeing their story, like, oh, what are they doing? What's going on? And another thing about Snapchat is, and I don't really use this for, but a lot of people are now, is, dude, people are using Snapchat as a dating app now, like, because they have like public profiles on there where you can post what you look like and things like that. And people are just doing hot or not on Snapchat. Like, I know people have been doing that. Like, I mentioned this in my first video, like, what do you look like became a big thing for a while, with people would just text random people that they add on Snapchat. Literally random people, guys. Like, it's not even, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, literally random people that you will never meet. You want to know what they look like, because if they're too ugly for you, you have to remove them. like like, it's just so nonsensical, man. Like, it's just so nonsensical. Like, guys, people are more than how they look, you know? Like, even if someone's not the most attractive person ever, they could still be a really great person, you know? Like, people just don't want to look past what's on the outside. And again, social media, I think, has really contributed to that a lot, because everything is about how you look now. Everything is about how you're perceived now online. And, it's just ruining us, man. It's just absolutely ruining us. Um, But yeah, like this whole like thing where it's like, oh yeah, like, if you're not an attractive person, I don't want to even have you on, like, on my friends list. Like, I don't want to even have you on my Snapchat. I don't want to follow you. All of that. And man, this is what I was like, this is kind of going back to what I was talking about in my first video, where it's just like, dude, everything is about looks on social media. everything is about how you look. Like, it's not even about who you are anymore. It's just all about how you look. That's it. Your looks is your status on social media, 100%. Whoever looks the best is the most famous, has the most friends, has the most status, like is the most famous, has the most status, and you can even argue earns the most money, because being attractive, guys, gives you a huge advantage in terms of social media, in terms of making money off of social media. Like, I mean, especially for females, bro. Like, dude, look at these girls, bro. Like, go on TikTok, and that one app that starts with an O, or not an app, it's a website. That one website that starts with an O, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all boys know what I'm talking about. Like, bro, they make so much money and they have so many followers simply for being attractive, guys. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing that they're showing is their physical attractiveness, and it gets them a ton of money, a ton of followers. It's like, bro, like you go on TikTok, bro. All these girls do is just post thirst traps and things like that, like videos that show off their physical appearance, and they get so many likes and so many followers. Meantime, a guy has to work hard and, think of ideas and things like that to get, half of those followers, and yes, I understand there's some guys that post thirst traps. Don't get me wrong. Yes, there are, but they're way, way, way less common, and they're not as successful. Like, even the most attractive guys on TikTok got nothing on, even an average girl. Never mind an attractive girl. Like, dude, average women, mog men in like, so on social media, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, average women mog attractive men in a lot of things, dude. Like, online dating. An average woman will have more options than even a Chad, bro. It's crazy. Like, that's a different topic. I don't want to, I don't want to spiral into something else. That'll probably be another video, like online dating. But yeah, man, like, our society's just ruined, bro. It's sad. But and there's some benefits to social media. I'm not saying like it's all bad. It gives you some funny content. That's what I mainly use it for now. Like, I mainly use Instagram Reels now, guys. I'll be honest with you. Like, I just think they're funny. I go on TikTok sometimes. Like, I've never been like a big TikTok guy, but TikTok now, like, there's not as much funny things on there anymore. Like, now it's like, it's not really like fun. Like, I used to enjoy the funny side of TikTok, but now it's really just all about like, it's all about feminism, and like, it's just a bunch of girls complaining about men, and it is what it is, man. Because on social media, guys, it's perfectly acceptable to shit on men. I'm sorry, to crap on men. It's perfectly acceptable to crap on men. But, if a man does the same thing to a woman, it's an uproar. It's an outrage. But, if a woman does it to a man, yeah, that's right, girl. Men ain't crap. Men suck. It's just not fair, man. It's just so ridiculous, And like, guys, like, I don't think one gender is better than the other. Okay, I am, I'm not an M word, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. I have no problem with women. Women are great. I just think we have different roles, and I think I know we're made differently. Men and women, we're different. We're just different, but that doesn't mean that we can't be treated equally, with the same respect and, kindness that, that the other gender deserves. But yeah, man, like, I swear, social media, bro. Oh my God. Like, it's just, and like, this doesn't really have, like, I mean, maybe this does actually, but it's just like TV shows and movies ever since social media became big haven't really been as good, bro. If you really think about it for a second, like, they just haven't been, you know? I would say definitely the past like 6 to 8 years, movies and TV shows, because you know what it is, bro? Now they're all trying to cater to, you know, the Gen Z audience. And, you know, everything's about social media. And, you know, even in movies now and TV shows, you know, everything's about social media. And, you know, it's just kind of sad because there's a whole world out there. And, you know, when you think about it, the social media is such a small part, such a small little portion of the world when you think about it for a second. And I just think we have to go back to actually going outside, actually meeting people in person, talking to them in person, you know, meeting people online. It can be good. Like, I have some online friends, guys, that I've met online, but you know, the friendship, I think, will last longer, and it'll be much more meaningful once if you meet them in person and continue to talk to them and get to know them and hang out with them in person. Um, In-person friendships will always be better than online friendships, guys. And online friendships are just toxic, you know. Like, social media is just toxic in general, but especially online friendships, you know, they're just toxic. Um, you know, where, like, you know, if when someone better comes along, people will just leave you in the dust. Um, just to, you know, be more popular on social media, right? Just be more popular on social media. Um, but yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to talk about, like, you know, because like I've been saying this for a while. Like, I've talked to friends about this. I've talked to, some family about this too. Like, you know, social media has just kind of killed our society. And, you know, I'd love to go back to a time where we don't get our news from social media. We don't get our validation from social media. We don't get our enjoyment off of going off social media. Like, we just go outside and enjoy the world for what it is. Because, guys, this world really is a truly beautiful place, I think, at the end of the day. Like, yeah, does the world suck? Yes. But is the world also good? Yeah, I think so. Um, like, there's a lot of really good people out there. And I know there's a lot of really bad people, but there's also a lot of really good people out there, too. But, yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's rant. You know, like, comment, subscribe, you know, talk to me in the comments, guys. Maybe give me some more ideas to rant about, you know. Um, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.